I think we should talk about the 1500.
You want to go back? It was, I will
Yeah,
say
what do you go?
this. I went to dinner last night. This is the first time I missed it live to tape it. And my phone was like blowing up. Like, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? And I was like, great, just my luck. The one time I step away for a moment, like for an hour, I was like, women's 1500 meter prelims, they're going to be chalk. I'll tape them. I'll go back. I'll just make sure I don't miss anything. And then I'll get caught up before the high hurdle final. But then everybody was just all the clip was everywhere, right? Because Sifan Hassan not only fell, not only tripped, but fell down hard, Gordon. She fell down hard on her hip and then got back up, and she was way out of contention. And then all of a sudden, she was not way out of contention. And then she was winning the heat.
Yeah, I posted on FloTrack Twitter account the splits that she had. She ran her last 400 and 61-1, which included the fall. But the ultimate race was the last 300, which is 43.8, which is like 58-second pace. But if you look at her last 100 was like kind of jogging, running 15.2. So in reality, she really closed well. Like she could have gone even faster. Like she could have probably ran her last 300 in like 42, maybe 41, if I'm going crazy. But she caught the pack before 100 meters to go and then just kind of cruised in for the win. It wasn't like she didn't need every last meter to close that gap in the final 380 meters.
No, and she didn't need it to win, and she didn't need it to get into qualifying position. And I think it might have been Lincoln, one of the people texting me, basically saying they're going to need to try harder if they want to stop Sifan Hassan. Like tripping her is not going to be enough. They're going to have to, or something. It was one of those falls too, where it was a chain reaction. So it took out a bunch of other people. It was like bowling pins in there. And then she went down. And I admit, when I first heard, okay, she fell and got back up, I didn't think it was going to be that bad of a fall. I thought it was going to be, okay, she just lost her footing or got clipped and she had to go down on her hands and then get right back up. But to go all the way around like that, some people don't even really get up, or they get up and they take 10 meters to get their bearings about them. She went right into, okay, this is a final now mode. This is a final. I need to run this last 300 like a final. I need to catch everybody.
Question. Do you think she needed to do that? Do you think she could have just jogged and got in on protest?
I don't know if she could have got in on protest, but she could have tried. She could have exerted less effort and still gotten like an easy qualifier. And I'd say that might impact her in the 5,000 meter final, but we've already seen the 5,000 meter final and it did not impact her at all. And now she has 2 days off before the next round. And I don't think it's going to factor in an iota.
Do you know what the first thing I thought about when she fell?
First thing you thought about when she fell? What the odds would be that she wins and if you could bet in real time?
No, I thought of U.S. great 1,500 meter runner Morgan Usini, who was really good at falling with 1 lap to go in a 1,500. And I was like, well, I guess that kind of ends the myth that when you fall in a 1,500, it's over, right? Because that's kind of what you would assume, right? And she just, I know it's a prelim and they're not
prelim versus
the top
a final.
Group
I think,
yeah, it's different. That happens in a final.
Not that
if she did that, imagine if she did that in the final. That would have been holy crap.
Yeah. And I think some of the people who, because it got picked up by non-track people, I think some people like thought that was the final. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was incredibly impressive, but if you had Kip Yeagon at the front driving that train, it's a different story. Maybe she does it. I don't think we'll find out because she would be horribly unlucky to